Hello, back again. I have reduced the gain on the microphone. One of the advantages of using the video editing software is that you can also reduce the gain in that software. So I don't necessarily have to worry too much about setting that up. I think we need a pop filter. I've got one somewhere. Let me see if I can set up my little pop filter while I talk to you. Yeah, so blue microphone. Happy with it. I've uploaded a little video just to sorry about that. Give you some of my thoughts with regards to just kind of my first impressions really of the blue microphone. So YouTube has been a fairly interesting place to be if you are a viewer. Not so interesting place to be if you are a creator. That is just generally because I think there are a lot of interesting new rules being implemented, and people are not necessarily a fan of those rules. So there you are. There's a lot of channels that I've been following that have undergone a lot of change. One of them has a really good channel that you should check out. It's called Give Me a Break Man. Give Me a Break Man. I might link him in the description. Right, where's this pop filter? Hang on a minute. There we go. I wonder if it's any less poppy now. Okay, that's a bit less poppy actually. Okay. Yeah, he was a J vlogger. Give me a break, man. And he has a friend on YouTube called Hiko Simon, and they used to do a kind of podcast together called 2.5 Oyajis, and I'm assuming that Oyaji is Japanese for friend, but they are J vloggers, and not only are they J vloggers, but they were, especially Give Me a Break Man, original YouTubers, as in on the site from the very beginning. And I'm not sure if this is necessarily a fair view, but Victor, who runs the Give Me a Break Man channel, has always been a bit of a drama merchant, and the channel has really kind of survived and thrived on drama. You know, and he's got in excess of 100,000 subscribers, but doesn't get anywhere near that many views. Again, because the channel is not bringing out content that people want to watch. And he changed the channel completely. It's now a ASMR channel, which I forget what that stands for exactly, but I think that has something to do with noises, like tap scratching and stuff like that. Interesting stuff, anyway, that he's taken that in a completely different direction, and you can see why, because the channel is now attracting sometimes 100,000 views. I think I saw a video 400,000 views, and again they all have to do with this ASMR lark. That's better, I can hear myself now. I'll turn the volume up on the headphones. Yeah, so I'm quite happy with the Blue Yeti. That's actually too loud. I'm still using the Shotcut video software, and it's okay. It's a bit finicky sometimes. It can just crash, and but usually it will give you the opportunity to bring up a restored work, so normally hours of work haven't gone down the drain. What else can we say? Review Tech USA. Now, there's one thing I was a little bit annoyed about. He put this, he had this stream, the last stream that he did, and the stream was, I don't know, like an hour long, and I got halfway through it, and I thought, okay, I'm going to go for a jog around the park. So I had the stream on my phone, had it open, and sometimes on the iPhone, the YouTube app will just reset itself if you have it in the background. I think if it, after a certain period of time, it just kind of let go of the app. And then I went to try and reload the stream, and it wouldn't let me because I think he'd taken it down. But what I thought was quite interesting was he was getting into the point where he was basically saying, "Oh God, what's happening with the channel? Is this a business venture that I can continue with?" And I thought that was quite interesting, because he's been through a bit of a wobbly time. There was some drama, and this is the other thing that I thought was quite interesting about him, is that he was very apologetic to Killer Comedy Unleashed, or the 1316 Killer, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, he called him Killer Comedy Unleashed. Rich did. Whereas before, there was a lot of this kind of shit talking, for lack of a better way of putting it. And Rich admits, actually, and I thought this was quite an interesting admission, that he can be a bit of a hothead himself sometimes. Fly off the handle, get into a rage, etc. And maybe this was just a calmer moment where he was not flying off the handle. The Killer Comedy Unleashed channel. Where's my browser? Let's have a quick look at that. This isn't a clicky keyboard, but through this microphone it sounds like a clicky keyboard. I do want a nice clicky keyboard. Right, hang on a minute. We have now on our fourth name? I don't know. Killer's Comical Unboxings. Still raking in the views. Explaining my madness and surprise video game, Blu-ray game unboxing. I think what we might do is cut to that video, and we'll do a little bit of a talk stroke analysis of that video. I'm assuming that he is going to tell us a bit more about what he's doing with the channel. So I will catch you in a click of the mouse button.